In this episode, we visit Tenorio Volcano National Park to see the enchanted blue waters of the Rio Celeste. As local legend has it, the stunning color is the result of God dipping his paintbrush in the river as he was painting the sky. Scientifically speaking, the vivid blue water is the result of minerals that remain suspended in the water after two rivers converge. Join us on this epic hike through the jungle at one of Costa Rica's most popular national parks as we experience the majestic Rio Celeste for ourselves. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. Now, let's get into the adventure.
Hey, it was meant to be.
Entrada. Sí, $38. Oh.
You need the restroom? Guayaba. Start remember that inside the park there are no restrooms allowed to use. So it's better use it right away. To be honestly, it's 253 steps that we gotta do. It's not bad at all, we gotta take off time. If you guys prefer, we can continue walking to get to the third step is where the two rivers crossing the Roble River and Rio Celeste, and it's where the more blue color is. And then on the way back, we will camp to see the waterfall. So for the kids, it will be better, and for us too. So if we're gonna do the whole walk, this will be 5 points to see, hour and a half to get to the last point, an hour and a half to get back. So 3 hours total. If we wanna see just the waterfall, the viewpoint, and the Blue Lagoon, it's gonna take us hour and 45 minutes back and forth. Vamos.
Listos.
You want to fill up the water?
Okay, so we just arrived here at Rio Celeste. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's not very packed. We did get a little bit of rain this morning, but the weather is looking beautiful right now.
Miles to get back. So 3.2 miles.
It's a cool one. Okay, so we're still deciding on whether we just want to see the waterfall and a couple of the viewpoints because there's 5 actual stops to check out on this 3.2 mile hike.
Paper and say the national park. Remember that Costa Rica owns 29 national parks and 168 conservation areas. One of my friends, the guy say like, "Are you going to the beach?" Because I never wear clothes like this. Vibrations, protecting the vibrations when somebody's walking around. And the vipered ones have 2 spots behind the eyes to detect the heat.
That's a pretty one.
There you go. Good job. Number 4.
Number 4.
Candle shots. Rio Celeste right here. This is the attraction we came to see, one of the 7 wonders of Costa Rica, and we're right here, al mundo. You smell the sulfur? Huele? So you're not allowed to swim here because of the currents, obviously, but there's also a chemical mixture in here, which is not healthy and can be toxic.
Woo, winter. Okay, so we just quickly ascended these steps here. ¿Cuántos escaleras?
253.
253. 253 stairs. Wow. Woo. See? Good for you, no? Ay,
Good for your healthy heart.
got the heart going, el corazón. Hey, bravo! Woo!
There you go.
You did it. Agua?
Water? Water?
Gracias, Alonso. Okay. All right, aquí está la catarata. Listos. Vamos al mirador. So we had the opportunity to see that amazing waterfall, Catarata, Los Colores. It's muy celeste, Rio Celeste.
I think Cam would at least say this one.
Yeah, it's crazy. Super beautiful, yeah. We didn't get to swim in it, unfortunately, but yeah, we will see some blue water soon and we'll get to swim. We'll be good. But now we're gonna head over to the mirador. We're not gonna do the whole hike today, so we have other plans. And the kids are not feeling 100%, so we don't want to go too ham like we normally do. So we're just taking it easy today, so just 3 miles. Whoa, look at that. Hey, family life. Trying to get the video of you just crushing this hill. As soon as you hit the corner, you stop. Video is supposed to make you go harder. It's like when you got that buddy in the gym or on the track. I'm like, come on, we can do this. Let's go. We got this.
Okay, look, this is the view. This is actually the volcano, but it's all cloud now. So look at this picture here. So you will see the volcano 1, volcano 2, and Cerro Montezuma is that one. So three volcanoes in here.
Wow.
1 hill and 2 volcanoes. Tenorio was the name of the indigenous one.
So we are arriving at the Blue Lagoon. Whoa! Watch out now, we're arriving at the Blue Lagoon and you can smell the sulfur in the air. The sulfur is super strong.
You can see the spot line divided by 2 colors. Wow! Hasta luego. And the sulfur smells come from the gases that the volcano blows, and that's why the bubbles and the smell. So and look all the way down, the colors will change. So this river drains to Nicaragua Lake.
That's it right there. Woo! Nice. So blue. Wow. So this is where the rios merge. Merge here and then they head down the Catarata and off to Nicaragua. This is the lagoon. The Blue Lagoon. What do you think? Do you like the smell? Huele mal?
Nasty.
Sí.
You have a fart, it's time to take it off.
Ah! Nobody will know.
baby's moving.
They are active 1 hour.
Right there. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Just right in the middle of the tree right there.
There's like a branch.
Yeah, you see? Oh, it's moving now.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe with it.
Obviously, we can't see the sloth on this camera. We don't have optical zoom that's that good. But there is a sloth with his baby right now, and it's actually active in the tree. So we're gonna take a look in the binoculars. These trees and just the flora in general just never get old to me. You can look at them all day. You can just stop and look at any given tree. You're gonna find an entire ecosystem all on its own, just thriving. Like, it's incredible. Just the water, you know, which is the essential element of life for everything on the planet, can do. A giant tree that has a ton of moss, basket moss growing on it, and it is harboring the life for thousands of other plants and animals and insects. It's incredible. And we have decaying matter on the forest floor, which is adding essential nutrients and carbon back into the earth. And you can see all of these trails where water is coming from. Helecho arborescens. It's a prehistoric tree fern. This is the monkey-tailed tree fern, so this actually existed with the dinosaurs. So we are less than 1,000 meters away from the reception, and we are nearing just about 3.2 miles on our hike at about just exactly 2 hours. So that obviously includes a little bit of walking around here and there as we were checking stuff off trail, but the conditions were great. We got a little bit of drizzle, nothing major, and our footwear was quite well. So we all had a combination of water shoes, and then I had some hiking shoes. Okay, and that will conclude our tour of Rio Celeste. Uy, for your electrolytes. Nothing like a people free after a long hike, huh? Oh! Cuchara. Ah, muy inteligente, sí. Sí.
No, aquí no.
Wow. So we just concluded our tour of the Rio Celeste, which was increíble. So one thing that I would highly recommend is a tour guide. So a lot of people will say don't get the tour guide because it's more expensive, etc. You know, but one thing is that the tour guides are actually locals, generally speaking. And if you have a local Tico, he's going to tell you a lot more about the history and the culture of the location than you're going to find out just by going by yourself. Yes, it is a little bit cheaper, but you're not supporting the local economy. Number two, it's a cultural exchange. The entire time we're on our trip, we are learning Spanish, he's learning English, and it is an incredible exchange of values and beliefs, and it just makes the tour that much more interesting. And lastly, if you have kids, it's an incredible way to provide a distraction. It was almost like a history lesson and a science lesson all rolled into one. We had a tour guide who was very engaging and took the time to really connect with the kids, and it made the experience that much more fun for them. So rather than me having to motivate them to continue hiking and to keep moving, we had somebody else who was doing just a fantastic job of doing that, which took that responsibility off of us. So needless to say, that was one of my top reasons why having a tour guide. We're gonna go check out a tubing tour so we can get in the water. We did not get to get the full hike, but we did hike for about 3.2 miles in about 2 total hours, and we went to see 3 of the highlights out of 5 of the different points of interest that you would see on your trail to Rio Celeste. And most importantly, we got here early. That was incredibly important because as we were coming down the mountain, we saw a lot of people who were just making their way into the park. So I think we got here at the perfect time, which is around 9 o'clock a.m. But we are going to be getting ourselves a bocadillo over here at this restaurante, the soda, and then we're going to be heading off to our next leg of the adventure. As always, pura vida. See you at the next adventure.
All the way to the top. All the diameter is 50 meters. And this tree is 535 years old.
Wow.
It's blooming only once a 5 years. every 5 years blooming. That's why we know it's a female tree.
Oh my gosh.
It's a national symbol for us too.
Árbol de la Paz.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mama. No words? You guys are just speechless?
I know, it's so big.
Yeah. When they said hug a tree, nobody ever thought about trees being this big. So this is like
550 years old.
mommy, the tree is giving me life force. So this is like, I can like feel its heartbeat.
And it just seems so grand and majestic, like it's alive,
Does it feels like it's alive? It feels.
like the vortex.
Oh my gosh! Wow, what are those flowers on the tree right there? It looks like something in Avatar.
Oh, it does. Because it touch things that are colorful.
It's like an Alice in Wonderland. Psst, just gonna shoot something, and you're like, oh, fall asleep.
Thanks again for watching this episode of the Free Range Squad. Until our next adventure, pura vida.